Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, things against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 71 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Allen now on first down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Allen from the gun on third down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, Allen. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. It'll line up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on third and goal. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on third and goal. Singletary. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that will set up an interesting situation here on fourth and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get it, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They run the option here on first and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. try and run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. He's going to keep this again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now he'll try to run with this. Uses the stiff arm. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and goal from inside the 5. Moss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might. Get to the first down marker. Excellent defense. Good tackling.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Allen. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Tight right, tight right. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen. Safety screen.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And able to get this out to the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start with a Florida-Georgia battle. Jacksonville heading north to take on Atlanta. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The give to Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the give, this is Singletary, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Singletary again, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He wants it all for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Here we go.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. On the handoff, it's Singletary. There's the stiff arm. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So they'll get a little time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second and 7. On the ground, it's Singletary. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Off the option, it's Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game, and now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. To throw is Allen. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.